Good morning and welcome back to Withrow Urban Homestead. Today we're going to sow French marigolds. They are a very thin seed, so don't plant them deep. Either lightly press them in or just barely cover them with soil. I'm going to try both ways because I'm curious which actually works better. Now start your marigold seeds indoors 4 to 6 weeks before the last frost. Right now, it's 3 weeks before our last frost, but that's going to be okay because in my experience, they grow really quickly. They germinate best at 70 to 75 degrees. And they, on average, germinate from 5 to 14 days. We're going to start bringing them outside to harden them off after the last freeze. Here, that's the beginning of May. Then we're going to plant them into the garden mid-May, 2 weeks after the last frost. Now, I plan to plant them in 3 locations. In the front garden, in the soil, in some big pots on the porch, and into our green stalk planters. Now, the size they grow is going to depend on where they're planted. The ones in the soil are going to be the biggest. The front pots are pretty big, so those are going to be medium size. But the ones in the green stalk, they're going to be small. It all depends on how much space they have. So in the ground, with full sun, mine tend to get pretty large. They get really full of flowers. I've read that it says to plant them 8 to 12 inches apart. The closer you plant them together, the smaller the plants will be. The farther you space them out, the bigger they'll get. Now this is a dwarf variety, but it can still grow pretty big. Now on my green stalk, which is in mostly shade, they stay small. Same variety, but different conditions produce different sizes. Now this room is the perfect temperature for germination, but it is full, so I'm going to have to move them into the other grow room. That front room is colder. It runs 60 to 65, so I am going to have to use a heat mat. And all my seeds I cover with a humidity dome. Holds in the moisture and helps with germination. That second grow room, it is filling up fast. I have 2 things left to sow. Straw flowers, which I'm a little behind on because it's really just not a priority right now. And cucumbers and squash, because those grow so fast. You see the last of the winter salad? I'm going to harvest that tomorrow. Thank you for visiting Withrow Urban Homestead. See you later. Bye-bye.